Hello and welcome to Keys News. I'm Olivia Davies. Here's what's coming up on the programme today.
The university is hosting an event for Extinction Rebellion, but specifically the Extinction Rebellion art group, and they're here today to talk to our students.
Yesterday, we joined Salford charity Don't Walk Past as they delivered food, clothes and sleeping bags to the homeless.
Join me later in the programme where I'll be talking all the latest in football, boxing and ice hockey.
But first, Salford food-based charity is aiming for 1,000 members just 9 months after establishing themselves. Our reporter, Les Burn, joined them on a night's work.
Well, without you lot, we would be dead because you bring out hot food, you bring out hot drinks, clothes, you keep us warm in the night. You don't see other people do that, you know what I'm saying, darling? Apart from the outreach, without outreach, all us homeless, we would be dead.
To care about people. I think if it was me or any of my family, I'd like to think that someone had helped them out. It's sad really, what you say on the street shouldn't happen in this day and age. In our country, in England, that should not be happening. That people are homeless on the streets that are cold and hungry.
Jacket Spud or KFC. Shame we have to come out, because if there was no homeless we wouldn't have to come out. Nobody would. None of the outreach teams would have to come out. What we need after Christmas is a bigger car. Someone wants to give us a 10-seater space cruiser, you're more than welcome. It's never going to end, homelessness. It's going to be there forever. So in the meantime, we'll just try and do our best. Feed them, clothe them, build relationships with them. Can't get too attached to them, even though we do.
Just to go on and drink it. Is that all right?
Brilliant, that's absolutely brilliant.
Right. All right.
Well, bless you guys, thank you.
See you later. Take care, yeah? See you later, bye.
Last night, Salford University hosted Extinction Rebellion at the New Adelphi. The team collaborated with Design Manchester to create an art exhibition with the purpose of the event to encourage inclusivity and engagement from the students across the country. Molly and Leah report.
We're here at the New Adelphi building in the University of Salford, where Extinction Rebellion have come to engage with students through a series of workshops. These workshops include illustration, creating posters, creative writing and even protest songs.
Extinction Rebellion is one of the biggest global movements of the year. Yesterday, the movement set up workshops in the New Adelphi building at the University of Salford. Many students learned how to use their creativity to stand against climate change, whilst of course having fun. Molly spoke to fashion student Faye.
The main thing for me as a fashion student is that it introduces new ways for people to not just say not buy more, but how they can flip something or give something more value, like for example with this printing or with the patches or swap shops, and all of that isn't just saying don't go about your normal life. It's like a real thing that people could do to make a difference, but in a fun way, which I think is really cool.
Talks and people assemblies also took place where students gained further knowledge about the movement and the goals for our future. Charlie, who works closely with Extinction Rebellion, told us exactly what he had been up to.
I was giving a talk in the lecture theatre about the place that design in the Extinction Rebellion movement, but also talking about how design and creativity sort of fits in the wider kind of context of society. I've been a part of XR since before it was XR. The art group helped name it and do all the identity and stuff. So we've been so creativity has been like a central part of XR since the start.
And so Reese, do you think that with Salford University teaming up with Extinction Rebellion, do you think there could possibly be a controversial outcome from that?
I can see why people might see today's event as a slightly controversial move. The university is hosting an event for Extinction Rebellion, but specifically the Extinction Rebellion art group, and they're here today to talk to our students, our design students, about their methods, their techniques, and their motivation behind what has been the most topical movement of the year. So I think as a university we have a right to provide topical, up-to-date and exciting events for our students, and I think the School of Arts and Media is a fantastic host for that.
Now, have you ever been disappointed with the game you've bought? Have you ever felt your feedback would improve the game? On Wednesday evening, Manchester Gamers Unite gave an opportunity for gamers and developers to give their feedback to big gaming companies like Ubisoft and Rebellion. Joachim reports.
This sniper game is just one of many games here at the Manchester Gamers Unite event at Impossible in Manchester. Founder Simran Witham believes this event stands out from the other gaming events in the country.
We're very keen on bringing developers and gamers together. We want the gamers to have an active part in the development process of the game, so they can actually speak to the developers on a one-to-one basis, which at big shows like Expos, EGX and Play Expo, you don't really get that. Here we're basically making them actually sit down together and talk to each other, so the community actually has an impact on the game by speaking to the developers on a regular occurrence.
Rebellion, the developers behind the Sniper Elite game, can show off their newest edition, connecting their game with virtual reality technology. They believe this type of events helps them develop further.
So an event like this is a really good opportunity to show the game off to players, to see what they think and to get feedback. So it's really valuable to see players playing the game live, so we can see what's working or anything that would benefit from player feedback.
To have the opportunity to try the games before release and give feedback to developers are also appreciated by the gaming community.
It's just a good sort of like first-person experience to sort of understand how the gaming community is going and actually getting to try them before playing. So we always play online. It's quite difficult to kind of get everyone to make a decision to what to play. So this is a great experience for that.
With over 300 people attending the event, Simran has bigger plans for the future. But this is not for the public to know. Yet.
I can't say too much. It's going to be bigger. And there's going to be more. That's all I can say.
Joachim Remvik, Keys News.
Now, over to James Sweetnam with the news.
In football, Salford City will host Macclesfield Town in a League Two collision. A win is imperative for the newly promoted club after their last fixture ended in a 4-1 defeat to Burton Albion. Manager Graham Alexander will be hoping for an inspired performance from his side in front of a raucous home crowd support. Manchester United will travel to Bramall Lane to take on Sheffield United in a battle between 7th and 5th. Manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be expecting his rejuvenated side to continue to get results, with United winning 5 of their last 6. Additionally, Manchester City face Chelsea in a must-win clash for both as they look to keep their Premier League dreams intact. Lineal heavyweight boxing champion Tyson Fury will be a keen observer of the heavyweight world title rematch which takes place in Las Vegas, Nevada between Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. Aside from a stint in the WWE and releasing a Christmas song with Robbie Williams, the Gypsy King has a rematch scheduled with Wilder for February, provided the American emerges victorious this weekend. Local ice hockey side Manchester Storm have a huge weekend ahead. On Saturday they travel to Scotland to take on Fife Flyers, and on Sunday they welcome Nottingham Panthers to the Planet Ice Stadium. Wins are hugely important for Storm as they currently sit at the bottom of the Elite League table. Now back to Olivia.
And now we're joined by Leah and the Student Union as she speaks to Abigail Carter from Mayfield Animal Park.
Thank you, Olivia. So I'm here with Abigail at the Student Union. Many students are here at the moment and they've come today to hold lots of different animals. So what organisation is Abigail?
So we're from Oreo and Friends. We're based in Sheffield, a small student called Mayfield Animal Park. And we bring these amazing creatures out for you guys to see and be able to interact with them.
So what are the places you go to?
We go all over. Just last week I was 2 hours down the motorway. So it depends kind of what school we're doing. But mainly we go around universities and kind of like children's homes
and what animals have you brought with you today?
Today we've got meerkats and snakes, as you can see already. We've got an armadillo, a bearded dragon, raccoon, of course.
I can see a tarantula there as well.
Yes, spiders, Tenrex, hedgehogs, a bit of everything.
Thank you.
Now, let's see if the weather is going to improve for this weekend. Molly knows more. I'm really sorry about that. We couldn't quite hear Molly, but I can guarantee it'll probably be cold. Anyway, make sure you head over to our socials on Twitter at Keys News and on our website at keysnews.net. I'll see you next week. Thank you and goodbye.